Hi,
I'm Christina.
I'm Maya from
Book
Book
and
Dreams, and welcome to a new video. Alright, so today we are doing a tag. Woohoo! We are doing the book addiction tag. We saw several booktubers do that, so we will leave their links down below. We couldn't find the original author, so if the original author sees this and wants to share, please do tell us so we can put you in our video and down below in the description box. So this has 14 questions, and we are just going to start.
Okay. What is the longest amount you can comfortably go without picking up a book?
Weeks, maybe a month. I don't remember the last time I had a really long period of time of not reading. I usually, read or listen to something all the time. So
yeah, I just wrote my answer was weeks, life, basically. So the same.
All right.
How many books do you carry on your person at any one time?
So I fall out of habit to bring my Kindle with me. I'm sorry, I have a Kobo now. With me anywhere, but I do always have at least 10 audiobooks on my phone. So
okay, I'm actually quite the same. Like the phone is always with me, so I have my audiobooks with me. But when I go like traveling, in the sense like public transport, or I have to go walk somewhere, no walk, just public transport, I will take my Kindle with me.
No, I'm like, I have my car book.
You drive, I don't, so like,
yeah.
When I'm sitting in a tram or a bus, I'm just like, okay, Kindle and read, so, yeah. Do you keep every book you receive, or are you happy to pass them on to make space for more?
I'm happy to pass them on. I usually pass them on to my library or to, you, or to my sister or whoever wants it, so.
Yeah, friends, library, I sometimes sell them if nobody wants them, so, and if the library doesn't want them, because they do actually pick and choose what they want, at least in Zagreb.
Mine is not picky.
Yeah. How long would you spend in a bookshop on a standard visit?
15 minutes?
Yeah.
Usually, our bookstores are not really that large, and you know what section. I usually just check out the science fiction and fantasy section, and then I move on.
Yeah, and like there's not a lot of bookstores that actually have English books, so we tend to just like go to that part, and we know what we're looking for. Since we do regularly go to the bookstores, we already know like what they have, especially nowadays, so like 15 to 20 minutes is like max.
Right.
How much time per day do you actually spend reading?
Well, it depends on my workday, so that is usually like 30 minutes to an hour, maybe more. But on the weekends, I read much more because I usually clean and then I put like my audiobook on, and it's like, I get like 3 hours of reading.
Yeah. I put like, if you count that together, like I would say like maybe an hour a day. But basically it just depends on like literally the day. Yesterday, I don't know, I read for almost 2 hours, but like 2 days before I read 0. So like...
Yeah,
so
I read nothing yesterday.
So it's like, it just depends on the day and mood.
Yeah.
Where does the task picking up a book appear on your daily to-do list?
So when I read this question, I was like, wait, I do make to-do lists, and I never put reading. So I was like, nowhere. Then I was like, when I read your answer, I was like, oh, I guess. So I read, also depends on the workday. I sort of tried reading before bed, but that doesn't work because I fall asleep. Yeah. So it's usually at night after work or in the morning before work, depending on when my work starts. It's all like work dependent. I can't even make like a schedule. Okay,
but when you're cleaning, you read books. That's also like a shared activity, or when you're driving a car.
Yeah, that's true.
So it comes with other tasks to do. For me, it's like basically what I usually read when I walk my dog. Well, like I do some exercises like on my, like stationary bike. Sometimes I just sit on the couch and read. Like, there's not really... I try to read before bed, but as Maya, I just fall asleep. So.
Yeah.
How many books do you reckon you own in total, including ebooks?
I like... Who counts their ebooks? Because we live in the Balkans. If you live in the Balkans, you know what that means. So,
don't say that.
Okay.
No, just continue. It's fine.
I mean, like 300. I mean, I know. Like, I think I have like around over 150 physical ones, definitely. And if I count my ebooks, I'm just gonna add another 150 and say 300 because
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I think I actually counted, like, mine and my husband's books together come up to, like, maybe 200, actually 50, something like that in total. But, yeah, I better not count the ebooks. Approximately how often do you bring up books in conversation?
Depends on who I talk to. When I talk to her, we talk a lot about books, but when I talk to other people, it's like not really. So
yeah, I mean, I have people who don't own books, so it's kind of, you know, hard to talk about books when they don't read or own them or are just interested in them. So yeah, basically, I mostly talk to books to her and our book club.
Yes.
Oh, actually, and my husband, but we do have like
different tastes.
Very different tastes. So sometimes it's a struggle.
Yeah.
What is the biggest book page count you finished reading?
All right, so I actually have stuff to show you. So when I first read this book, I read it in the biggest, you know, the big, huge edition, and that edition had 1,380 pages. So that's the one I'm putting here.
Okay, I have Edge of Eternity by Ken Follett, which had 1,103 pages. I actually thought it would be Doctor Strange and Mr. Norrell.
Yeah.
And then I realized that this one was bigger. I remembered, like, wait, you read the big historical fiction ones. Just take a look at them, and it was this one. Is there a book you had to get your hands on against all odds? Search Bookstore, online digging, stalked author, etc.
No.
I mean, no, but I'm really struggling to get the original cover of the Kiss Quotient because I really, really love it, and I have the other 2 books in the series in that style, and I just can't seem to find it. I looked up even like used bookstores and everything, but I can't be sure when it's online because it literally says it has the cover that I want, and then it says in the notes like it might be a different cover or edition, and then I'm like, why did you even put then that cover? Because I want that cover, and I just can't find it, and I'm really sad about it. I will put a picture so you can see the cover I want.
The original one, yeah.
Is there a book you struggled to finish because you refused to DNF?
Right, so many years ago when I was in college, I had this like great idea of like reading a different genre a month. Right, so I put like 12 different genres, and I was going to read like sort of classical of that genre, right? So for romance, I have read something called Shauna by Kathleen E. Woodwise, I don't know. This is like from the 80s. It's like this big, this huge thing about Shauna, who is the dumbest character ever. And she basically works on Jamaica. Her father is a rich plantation owner somewhere in Jamaica or somewhere, I don't know. Okay. And basically she sort of tricks some dude into marrying her for some reason. Oh, so she can get like the plantation or something, right? So she basically goes to a prison and finds this dude, and he's like, I'm gonna marry you, you're supposed to be murdered tomorrow, so it doesn't matter. So they get married, and basically he escapes, and he basically haunts her for like the rest of the book. He becomes a pirate, and then he kidnaps her, and he's like back in her life, and oh, remember me, your husband? And then he's mean to her, and she's mean to him, and everybody's mean to each other. She basically gets him killed almost a couple of times, but it was just so many things happening, and just our main character Shauna being the dumbest person ever, and just making the wrong decisions all the time. It's like, but I'm not giving up. I'm reading. It was like 600 pages of this, since it was like 80s romance, everything was fade to black. You know, it's like, dude, come on, at least give me something interesting to read. But yeah, that was the one. So
yeah. So the thing is, I forgot my my notebook where I have all the answers, and this is the only answer I didn't put in when I actually took a picture and sent it to Maya. So can't really remember. Like I remembered like a minute ago. Now I can't remember anymore what I wrote down here. But I do remember struggling with Some of Your Blood that we did for our horror week.
Oh, I like that one.
I know you did. I remember, but I really struggled with it. But I refused to DNF because, you know, it was like a thing that we were doing. Like it was a project. I didn't want to, like, you know, DNF it. Oh, I remember what I said. Weisberg, Ohio. That was like I yeah. It was like, it's a classic, it's old, like, it's fiction, like, literally literary fiction. I just don't like it. But I refused to DNF because it was a book club book, and I just wanted to be fair to Maya and Camellia, who actually read this thing. So, like, I'm gonna be in the same boat as you, you know. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna fail you. So, yeah, that's it.
All right.
What are 3 or some of your main book goals for 2022?
All right, so I recently found out there's going to be a Joe Abercrombie read along, which I'm going to participate in. They're going to read. They're going to read the whole, his most popular books. The Lord, what's the name
are they?
Series? And then the.
It's not the Hell for King.
No, not that one. It's the with Glotka and everybody else who keeps mentioning them. Oh my God, Best Served Cold and like. It's fucking escaping me right now, but whatever.
We'll put somewhere a picture.
Yeah.
You know?
That one. Then another goal is to have fun reading, and basically put less books on my monthly TBR.
Yeah. I just put one goal basically, just not to get overstressed, not to overcrowd again, like you, my TBR, and just enjoy reading and be happy and just not stress about not finishing a project. Like we have been. And I think delaying a middle grade week project for basically 6 months now.
Yeah.
And just neither of us are in the mood, I guess, for middle grade. So I think I feel fine. And it's great that Maya feels the same, that we just don't stress about it and just do it when we feel like it.
No.
I mean, I think in terms of the channel, I think you can see if we enjoyed doing something or not. So I think it's even better for you to see that we enjoy doing something rather than, feeling forced to do it just because. So yeah, that's basically it.
All right.
Have you ever had the privilege of converting someone into a reader by inspiration or your incessant nagging?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, like, who I talk to generally read, so like making other people read was kind of like.
I don't think I turned anybody into a reader, but I know my cousin wasn't like a big reader or anything ever, but like I kind of nagged her, come on, like borrow this book, I know you're gonna like it, and she has managed to which I consider a victory, read like 3 to 4 5 books already on my kind of nagging and giving recommendations, and she really liked them. And she actually joined the library for the first time in I don't know how much time, and she even picked up some books by herself. So I don't consider it a reader, but I consider it at least a road to maybe becoming one. So that's nice.
All right, cool.
Describe what books mean to you in 5 words.
So basically, you send me your pictures and I stole all of them.
So this is a shared.
Escape, emotion. That's what I think. Fun, adventure, comfort. What do you have to?
I have escape, emotions, comfort, adventure, and just happiness and joy. Happiness or joy. That's basically it.
All right. Those were our answers for the book addiction tag. If you feel the urgent need to share your answers, please make a video or share them down below in the comments.
I remember Rhea from the Book Finch. They said they loved being tagged.
Ooh.
So
you're tagged.
If you're watching, you are tagged. Feel free to do it.
All right. There are some important links in our description box, so please do check them out.
Please like, share, subscribe. Press the bell button if you want to get notifications whenever we post new videos.
And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.